If you want to stand out in cybersecurity in today's market, you must show that you've learnt more than just a few skills. As a recruiter who works directly with cybersecurity hiring managers, I can tell you that something very important. It's that candidates who bring real project experience, these are the ones who get interviews. These projects show evidence you can do the job even if you've never worked in industry before. So today I'm going to walk you through the top 5 projects that prove your skills and make your name jump off the shortlist. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Luke and I'm a cybersecurity recruiter and career coach. I help people break into cyber with clear practical advice based on what hiring managers actually look for. Now, if you want career focused cyber content, remember to subscribe so you do not miss future videos. Now let's talk about projects that actually impress hiring managers. Project 1, build a SOC detection lab. Now, why is this a number one from a recruiter's perspective? Well, most beginners say they want to be a SOC analyst, but very few can show them they've ever touched alert, logs, or even a scene. Now, when I talk to hiring managers, the first thing they often ask is whether a candidate can interpret basic alerts and investigate suspicious activity. Not certifications necessarily, not theory, but actual hands-on practice. So once again, for all those people out there who have just got certifications, that is great and you do need them, but that's not going to cut it. It's not going to be enough to necessarily get you a job, particularly when there's so many people out there in your shoes who are looking. So what should you build? Well, you want to be building a Windows machine, a Linux machine, a seam like Elastic. You need to understand and build basic detections such as failed logins, PowerShell events, or even unusual network activity. And what this proves is that you understand how alerts are generated. You can triage simple events. You can ask the right investigative questions. And that's what a hiring manager is going to want to hear from you if you have an interview. Okay, so let's talk about why this would get you interviews. Well, if I present a candidate who can already work with logs and explain how they investigated a simple event, then hiring managers will definitely take them seriously. They will see someone who can be trained quickly and who will not freeze on day one. And that matters far more than having another certification. So make sure you document your findings in a simple one-page incident summary. I've talked about this a lot in my videos. Always document your work. Now, that page alone can put you ahead of most beginners. All right, moving on to project 2, cloud security hardening walkthrough. Now, why does this matter to recruiters? Well, I can tell you that cloud security is probably the strongest hiring area right now. When I talk to managers, they always say the same thing. They want people who understand IAM, least privilege, and basic configuration security. If you can show even one real-world cloud hardening project, you look far more capable than 90% of beginners. Trust me there. So what should you build? Well, look at picking AWS or Azure. Spin up a simple EC2 instance or VM. You want to enable IAM roles, MFA, security groups, and login. Hiring managers want to see you fix misconfigurations like open ports or public access. Now, write a before and after explanation. That's really important. Now, what does this prove to a hiring manager? It tells them you can explain why your change improves security. You're not just following tutorials, you're thinking like a defender. And why do recruiters love this project? Well, being honest, it's practical, it shows judgment, and it proves you understand modern infrastructure. You instantly look hire ready, and that's what recruiters want to see, and they're the type of people who recruiters will send off to their hiring managers. Okay, project 3, vulnerability scan and remediation report. So why do hiring managers care about this? Well, many beginners run a scan and think that's enough. I can tell you it's not. Managers want to see whether you can interpret results and then take action. That is the difference between knowing a tool and being useful on a team. I hope that makes sense. So do this step by step. I want you to run a scan using OpenVAS or Nessus Essentials. Pick only 3 findings. Fix them one by one, then rescan to confirm the fix, and then document the changes in your report. So let's go through that again. I want you to run a scan using OpenVAS or Nessus Essentials. Pick only 3 findings, fix them one by one, rescan to confirm the fix, and then document all the changes in your report. Now, this proves you understand prioritization. You can translate a scan into actual improvements. It shows that you know that security is more than just clicking a button. You can communicate your actions in a way that non-technical stakeholders understand, which is so important in cybersecurity because let's face it, most of the business don't know what you're talking about. They don't understand IT or cybersecurity, so you need to be able to communicate in a very clear way. Now, from a recruiter's perspective, when a candidate shows a remediation report, I know they can solve problems and they will not need hand-holding, and hiring managers love that. Hiring managers want to see that you can go in and get the job done. They understand that you need to learn. They understand that you will have to progress in the job, but the fact that you can go in and get on with it is a massive advantage. This instantly moves your CV from beginner to a promising candidate. All right, project 4, Python automation mini tool. So why do us recruiters love this? Once again, I say it all the time, you do not need to be a programmer. So anyone watching this who thinks you need to code, you don't. But companies, they do want people who can automate simple tasks because it saves time and reduces errors. So having a basic understanding of programming and scripting is useful, so I do recommend that. But once again, you don't need to be an out-and-out coder or programmer. If you can show even a small script, it signals intelligence, it signals curiosity and resourcefulness. You might ask, what scripts can you create? Well, look at doing a log file parser or a file integrity checker. You could look at an IP blocker for a cloud security group, for example. A small tool that collects and formats alerts. Now, what this proves is, it proves that you can think in a structured and logical way. Now, I often ask candidates this when I meet them or speak to them is, what projects have you done within this and what have you built? So if they answer it these type of examples, it shows that they're the type of candidate I want to represent and send off to my clients. It also proves you're comfortable with problem solving, shows me that you know how to automate small repetitive tasks. And hiring managers love this. A candidate who builds a simple tool shows more potential than someone who only lists courses. So once again, certifications courses are great, but combine it with actual project experience. You show initiative, and that is something employers, they can't teach us easily. All right, and finally moving on to number 5, incident response walkthrough. So why is this so powerful? Well, it shows maturity, it shows structure, and the ability to work like a real analyst does. Now, any role that you apply for, from SOC to GRC to cloud, values strong incident handling fundamentals. This is key. So when you're doing a project, create a scenario. Look at suspicious logins, a phishing email, malware behavior, compromised credential, unusual outbound traffic, all these different things. Then write a structured report. Make sure you put down what happened, what logs or evidence you used, what actions you took. Think about what the outcome was and what lessons you learned. Document all this. This will be key for you. When I send a candidate to an interview, include an incident report that was created, managers nearly always comment on it. So that's something to remember. They always comment, and that shows that they're interested in what you can bring. You show that you can think clearly under pressure. You follow a process and communicate professionally. These are the traits that get people hired. I see it all the time. So how to present your projects from a recruiter's point of view is critical. I want you to put everything in a simple, clean portfolio. Each project gets one page, one short summary, your steps, your results, and a one-line conclusion. It makes you look so prepared. It makes you look very professional. It makes you look organized. And it's incredibly easy for me and other recruiters to understand and talk about you confidently to hire a man. Remember, the more a recruiter can understand you and what you've done, the better they can sell your profile to the client, which ultimately will return in more interviews for you. Now, if you want a complete step-by-step guide to career strategy, interview preparation, and breaking into cybersecurity, check out my new ebook. It goes through every step from preparing your resume to interview advice, right through to negotiating your salary. I'll leave the link in the description, and it can add so much value in your job search. Now, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. As always, keep leveling up your career, and I'll see you on the next video.